Over the past few years, organic food has become super popular. It's like the new big thing. Even though it's more expensive, buying organic is becoming less of a choice and more of the right thing to do. People think organic food is healthier, more natural, and better for the planet. But what are we really talking about when we say organic? There's no one definition, so different places have different rules. It's like trying to decide which pizza topping is the best. Generally, organic food is grown without using genetically modified seeds, chemical fertilizers, or chemical pesticides. Instead, organic farmers use more traditional methods, like rotating crops and using natural fertilizers like compost or manure. While wanting to buy organic food is great, does it really make a difference? Or is it just another expensive trend we can skip without feeling bad? Is organic food healthier? One idea with organic crops is that growing them naturally makes them more nutritious and healthier. It's like the difference between a home-cooked meal and fast food. In fact, some studies have found that organic foods contain more antioxidants. Plants make these as a kind of homemade pesticide. Organic crops have to work a little harder, while conventional crops get a lot of help from humans. Antioxidants are thought to have some health benefits, although scientists are still not sure about them. It's like the debate about whether pineapple belongs on pizza. No one can agree. We don't know if they help us, how they help us, or how much we need to eat to get enough. What about organic food being more nutritious? Well, the evidence is unclear. Some studies have found that organic food might have slightly higher levels of vitamin C and omega-3 fatty acids, while other studies found no real difference. It's like trying to find a matching pair of socks. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Overall, the evidence is not clear, showing only small differences in nutritional value. So, from the science we have so far, it seems like organic food doesn't have significant health benefits. What we do know is that eating fruits and vegetables is good for you, and most of us don't eat enough. Remember, eating your fruits and veggies is more important for your health than how they're grown. It's like choosing between a salad and a donut. The salad always wins. Is organic food more natural? People buy organic food not just to add vitamins, but also to avoid something harmful: pesticides and artificial fertilizers. And indeed, some studies have shown that there are fewer pesticide residues on organic produce. But this is where things get complicated. Fewer pesticides don't mean none. While pesticides are supposed to be a last resort in organic farming, they are not forbidden. Most organic pesticides are natural toxins, like plant oils, hot ash soap, sulfur sulfate, or copper. But there are also synthetic ones. It's like finding out your favorite superhero has a weakness. No one's perfect. What's the difference between organic and conventional pesticides? Not that much, actually. Organic pesticides are not necessarily safer than conventional pesticides. Toxic is toxic. It doesn't matter if the substance is manufactured or naturally sourced. In fact, in the case of copper sulfate, often used on organic apples, the organic pesticide of choice is actually more harmful to humans. It's like choosing between stepping on a Lego or a drawing pin. Both will hurt. The toxicity of any substance depends on its concentration and how much you're exposed to it, not whether it's natural or not. There is some recent research on how our current pesticide exposure affects our long-term health. A 2018 study from France found that never eating organic food was linked to a higher risk of some cancers. So whether you choose organic or not, just remember to eat your veggies, and maybe avoid stepping on Legos. However, this study has been criticized a lot. Participants self-reported their eating habits, while no actual testing of pesticide levels in their bodies was done. It's like asking someone how many cookies they ate and expecting an honest answer. To complicate things further, a Danish study from 2018 suggested that the danger from pesticides for adults is similar to drinking a glass of wine every 3 months. So, unless you're planning on chugging a bottle of pesticide, you're probably fine. The pesticides on your veggies are nothing to lose sleep over. Still, we should continue to demand high standards for our food. All pesticides are heavily regulated and tested in the EU and the US. Every year, thousands of samples of food are screened for pesticides. Most samples have no residues, or only a fraction of the allowed level. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, but the needle is really small and the haystack is really big. Currently, contamination from bacteria and mold is far more dangerous. And on that front, the risks are the same, whether it's organic or conventional food. Is organic food better for the environment? In 2017, a meta-analysis took a detailed look at organic farming and analyzed organic and conventional food from over 700 production sources, as well as their impact on things like greenhouse gas emissions, energy consumption, and land requirements. Spoiler alert: it's complicated. The results? There was no clear winner in terms of which production method is better for the environment. Organic systems use less energy than conventional systems, but have similar greenhouse gas emissions. Organic farms use fewer pesticides but require more land to produce the same amount of crops. These ambiguous results were also confirmed by a report from the Swedish Food Agency. It's like trying to choose between two equally bad movie sequels. Organic and conventional food are on par with each other in most aspects. The biggest difference is land use. And here, conventional farming clearly won, and ecotoxicity is where organic farming has a clear advantage. So, according to these results, conventional farming actually has a slightly lower impact on the environment than organic farming. It's like choosing between a rock and a hard place, but the rock is slightly softer. The bottom line is that organic food is not superior to conventionally grown produce as far as we know. However, organic agriculture also has impacts on a broader level. The increasing demand and the struggle to supply the market can lead to less sustainable production methods in other ways. For example, Spain grows a lot of conventional and organic vegetables for export in large greenhouse areas that use a lot of energy. It's like trying to save water by taking shorter showers, but then leaving the faucet running while brushing your teeth. And there are other environmental impacts, such as significantly higher greenhouse gas emissions. And because the increasing demand cannot be met by domestic production, global trade with organic food is also on the rise. As the supply chain becomes more complex, to make all sorts of food available in organic quality, it becomes more and more difficult to ensure standards and regulations for organic quality. It's like trying to keep track of all your passwords without writing them down. This has led to cases of fraud where conventional food was labeled and sold as expensive organic produce. However, organic versus conventional food is not even an objective discussion. Organic is not simply a production method. For many, it's an ideology. Buying organic feels right. People want to do the right thing for their children's health and the well-being of the planet. And hey, if it makes you feel better, who are we to judge? However, our gut feeling that organic is good and conventional is bad might prevent us from making the most sensible decisions. It's like thinking all superheroes wear capes. Sometimes, the best ones just wear comfy pajamas. The solution might be to stop seeing organic and conventional farming as irreconcilable. Both have advantages and disadvantages. And the best way to efficiently produce healthy food is to combine the best of both worlds. And for your personal shopping, which food you should buy depends on what you expect from it. If you simply want to eat healthily, you should buy more fruits and vegetables of any kind, not necessarily organic ones. Think of it like choosing between a salad and a donut. One is clearly healthier, but sometimes you just need a donut. If your concern is for the environment, just buying organic won't solve this problem for you. The easiest choice is to buy local and seasonal food. Basically, seasonal food is real organic food. In a nutshell, the organic label is a production notification, not a security certificate or a magic potion for your diet. What you eat is far more important than how it was produced. So, next time you're at the grocery store, remember, Even superheroes need to take their capes off sometimes.